Hey viewers, welcome to yet another game of the Casual Pro Gamer, and this time we're doing a game from Swain, playing in a very good team, I would say. Um, yeah, we have an excellent AD carry on this team, and then we have two champions which might have been the AP carries. Both Nunu and Swain are able to do a lot of damage. Not really carries, both of them, but they're very tanky. They can do a lot of damage all in all. And of course we have a very good tank and, well, not the best of supports, but still a very good support. Sona can dish out a lot of damage, but she normally is used as a healer. I like Soraka a little bit better, but that's a personal preference. Nothing wrong with Sona. It's just that if you want to have a support, I think you should go full on support and not get someone who can do both damage and do support. But I like the movement speed on Sona, so you can actually give someone a movement speed buff. But yeah, well, then again, Soraka has the advantage of being able to give people mana, which is, I think, even a better deal, since most of the champions can do without the movement buff, but really do need the mana. So the enemy team then, the enemy team doesn't have a real tank. They have Nunu, who doesn't have any real stuns or snares or anything like that. He only has a slow. And I'm sure that'll come into play, but compared to Blitzcrank, yeah, Blitzcrank has, I think, 2 silences. Yeah, well, the grab, which is kind of a stun. Oh, let me look at that. I had the camera locked, obviously, and couldn't see what was actually going on. So the enemy team is coming in for yeah, well, a gank. A little bit early to grab the blue from under the noses, but sure, they are going to attempt it at least, and with Evelyn running into this bush, they should be able to grab it back, I guess. I mean, if Blitzcrank and the whole team were here, they could grab one of them and kill him. But I guess that the jungler, in this case Nunu, on both teams, is going to go for the enemy blue. Because if you know that the whole enemy team is there, so at your blue, why not go for the enemy blue? Okay, yeah, I would really go for that. There's no way he's not going to get the enemy blue. So, anyway, this team is all on Skype, so it's a 5-man pre-mate. And yeah, that would help a lot in actually getting some real work done. So Swain has to watch out here because there is going to be an issue with all 5 of them going from blue back to the lanes, and they might attempt to gank the mid lane, as I was saying. And unfortunately we do get a little bit of lag here, but fortunately not too much. We can still see what's going on. So obviously they were going to attempt that, and they didn't succeed. So I was talking about the team composition on the enemy. They do have 2 physical carries, Ashe and Master Yi, and you only really need 1. Okay, oh, dead. Yeah. Very unfortunate that he couldn't just... Oh, he didn't get out earlier. Because, well, you should have seen the gank coming. And, oh, I thought I unlocked the camera. Yeah, you should have seen the gank coming, because it's the only way to get to your lane quickly without losing too much XP compared to the opponents. If you just take some of the XP from your opponents by trying to gank them and at least force them out of the lane for a little bit. Yeah, Nunu could have gotten a lot more last hits there. I don't know how many he actually got, assuming that he got 3 from the... Oh, he didn't get the blue buff, the enemy blue buff. Or... Yeah, no, he didn't. So, he's up to 7 minion kills anyway. Yeah, I'm not sure how many he got, but they could have done that a little more efficiently by picking off the low ones first. Anyway, the enemy team then, they have Lux as their AP carry. And then they have Evelyn as kind of a support. Nunu is going to build tank, I'm assuming. But yeah, as I said, he doesn't have any real stunts. He certainly cannot compare to Blitzcrank in that regard. And we will have to see how that goes. So Swain building up his skills here, going for a lot of early skills in Torment. Yeah, I didn't really know what it does, but because people use it all the time, but apparently it increases the damage you do to your opponents, as well as, of course, do some damage over time. But all skills do damage over time, it seems. Either damage over time or just plain damage. Then we have Never Move, which I thought was Nevermore, but it's Never Move. That's the one where he gets the big circle on the ground, and after 2 seconds or something, yeah, it snares them, which is excellent in team fights, but also to harass your opponents. And early game, it can be used as a very effective farming tool, because you can take out a lot of minions with it, and especially early game when you don't have the mana yet to support your ultimate, you can use it as a farming tool. But for harassment, it's most convenient, I guess. And then we have the Laser Bird, Decrepify. Yeah, it's just a damage over time and a slow. And it can be interrupted by just running away. If you're far enough away from it, it won't hit you anymore, and it will just disappear. So you have to be pretty close to the enemy to set it off and to completely get all the damage out of it. I'm not sure what's wrong with the frames per second here. It seems to vary between about 19 and 30, where I actually set it to be 30 all the way. But yeah, well, hopefully late game we won't have this problem anymore, when it's actually interesting to see what's going on. So where in the last game we didn't see a lot of Swain ultimates to farm, I'm pretty sure we're going to see some nice action here, because he's already using it to get the last hits on the minions, and he is on a nice 27 with Blitzcrank, who seems to be in a solo lane up top. Yeah, he is at 24, so he is doing a good job as well. He's not using his ultimate to farm though, and to me, yeah, well, I normally use it for that. It's not that you have to use it, but Blitzcrank isn't a very good minion killer, and his ultimate really helps to kill minions. Yeah, so Blitzcrank pushed the lane a little bit too far. Well, as did Swain, but for Swain it's not too much of a problem. Because, well, Swain is up against Ashe, who's auto-attacking the minions anyway. Well, she should, of course, only be last hitting. And he's going to get double stunned here, and yeah, Nunu was too late. Did get an Ice Blast off, but did get hit by the tower twice. And Swain goes out at low health, but is still alive. Nunu, of course, should have come in through this lane and be around here when Ashe hits the arrow, and of course Evelyn should have stealthed before she came out of the bush, because that was just silly. Now Evelyn could have come out here as well, but they should have been able to get this gank off, especially since Swain at some point was here, and they were just too late. So Nunu taking out some of the minions here to just keep the XP and the gold from going to waste. Would be nice to have some wards out, especially with an enemy jungler and an Eve. I mean, the Eve, yeah, she's annoying early game, but you should be able to go without the pink wards for a while, and apparently they cannot. So a nice kill on the Ashe here, using the ultimate to do a little bit of damage and using the other skills to do some more. But mainly the use of the ultimate with Swain is very hard to do correctly. Because if you use it too often, you're going to have mana trouble, and if you don't do it often enough, you are going to lose some kills on minions as well as champions. And it seems that he's going to get a lot of minion kills in this wave. In fact, almost all of them. I was trying to get all, or I was actually going to say, in fact, he's getting all of them, and then he missed the last one. So again, getting the getting hit by the big arrow, and fortunately he can snare Ashe, so she cannot really chase. There's no one here to back up the Ashe, so I don't know why she shot the big arrow, because everyone knows that Swain has an incredible regen rate on his ultimate, so there's no real reason to harass with the arrow. There is of course a reason to harass with just basic attacks or even frost arrows. But the big arrow should really be reserved for ganking only, or for helping out your teammates. So if you can save someone with it, or if you can get a kill with it, that's basically the two things. Not to harass. As we can see, Swain is back up to full health. He could have helped out someone here during the period of time when he was still waiting for the minions to come back.